Honor killings in the Viking Age were often carried out in a very public and ritualistic manner. The goal was not just to kill the offender, but also to send a message to others. This is what happens when you cross us. An ambush, while perhaps less honorable in some ways, could be equally effective in achieving this goal, especially when dealing with someone who had powerful allies. The Saga describes the ambush in detail. Arnbjorn and Egil, along with their men, attack the Lord's ships with ruthless efficiency. There is no parley, no negotiation, no chance for surrender. Liut and his men are caught, completely off guard. They are outnumbered, outmaneuvered, and overwhelmed. The Saga tells us that Liut fought bravely, but it was a hopeless fight. He and most of his men are killed in the ambush. Egil, despite his age, is at the forefront of the fighting. He kills several men, including one of Liut's close companions, a man named Halvar. The Saga describes Egil cutting him down with a single blow, a testament to his enduring strength and skill as a warrior. For someone like Egil, who has lived a life defined by violence, participating in an ambush like this might have been almost routine. He's a veteran of countless battles and raids. He's seen death up close. He's caused death. At this point, killing has likely become almost second nature to him. But the killing of Liut and his men is not just a random act of violence. It's a calculated act of revenge, a message to anyone who might think of crossing Arnbjorn or his family. It's also a reminder of the brutal realities of power in the Viking Age. The Saga tells us that Arnbjorn and Egil take a significant amount of loot from Liut's ships. This was, after all, a common motive for Viking raids. But the primary purpose of the attack was not material gain. It was vengeance. They then burned the ships and the bodies of the dead. In a society where there was no centralized law enforcement, where the legal system was often weak and easily manipulated, people often took justice into their own hands. Vengeance killings were a way of maintaining order, of deterring crime, and of protecting your own interests. But they also perpetuated a cycle of violence that could last for generations. After the ambush, Arnbjorn and Egil return to Arnbjorn's hall, where they are celebrated as heroes. They have upheld the honor of Arnbjorn's family. They have shown that they are not to be trifled with. But their actions have also created new enemies, and the cycle of violence continues. The killing of Liut the Pale is a stark reminder that even in his old age, Egil Skallagrimsson is a dangerous man still capable of extreme violence, a man still bound by the code of vengeance that defined so much of his life. He may no longer be actively seeking out conflict, but when called upon by a friend, and when honor demands it, he does not hesitate to kill. But where will this cycle of violence lead? How many more lives will be claimed by the feud between Egil's allies and their enemies?